And what can I get for you, sir?
I'll have the shepherd's pie.
I'm sorry, but that's not on the menu.
Well, do you have potatoes?
Yes.
Butter?
Yes.
Cream?
Yes.
Salt?
Yes.
Pepper?
Yes.
Garlic?
Yes.
Onions?
Yes.
Lamb?
Yes.
Carrots?
Yes.
Eggs?
Yes.
Flour?
Yes.
Rosemary?
Yes.
Thyme?
Yes.
Chicken broth?
Yes.
Corn?
Yes.
Peas?
Yes.
Lightsaber?
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
I'm drinking rum.
It's Rum and Nerdy.
I'm drinking rum.
The time has come.
I'm drinking rum.
So grab a glass, some ice, your bottle, 'cause we're about to drink some rum.
Kicking like I usually do, drinking.
I'm drinking rum.
Here's Greg and Garrick.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Rum and Nerdy. I'm Greg.
And I'm Garrick.
And this is episode 4. Oh, wow. 5.04. 69 Dodge Charger in honor of the rum today. But first,
we're gonna affectionately call it the General Grant.
The General Grant.
Because we don't name our cars after losers.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. I've got a story I want to tell you, but I'm not going to.
Take that, history.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. What was the rebel flag look like again? Oh, it was the white one that they had on the end of the stick.
Man.
Yeah.
So somebody did that. They took a 69 Dodge Charger. You know, actually, I think they put 76 on the doors, but it was,
yeah, it was
orange.
blue. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Well, the blue one was there's that blue. I've seen them done in full orange, but just the American flag on the roof, and it just says General Grant in the same lettering, and it looks freaking awesome.
Wow.
I want one.
We should introduce Scott, though, before we keep talking.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, Scott's here.
Yeah, I'm back. Finally brought the taster that you guys have been talking about
We've been building it up for a while.
For a long time, so.
It was weird. I'm getting some clipping on you, man.
On me?
Yeah, I brought your gain down a bunch, and I'm still getting some clipping. So.
Yeah, well, that's me.
Usually we have a hard time getting people to talk into the microphone. Can you not talk?
I can back up, yes. Sure.
That's the first time in 5 seasons I've ever asked anybody to.
First time in 5 seasons.
Well, it's the first time you've ever asked me. You usually tell me to get closer.
Right?
Yeah, because
it's this cool new setup you guys have.
Well, right there.
Look at
like
that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It really was clipping.
Yeah. When we moved up there, I had another monitor, and as soon as I hooked it up for Garrick to mirror these, it went bad. As soon as we just basically didn't use it, and eventually Garrick's like, "No, if you couldn't, that would be really cool."
No, I love the new setup up here, and the fact that I have a real boom mic is awesome.
Yeah, well.
Oh yeah, that's new since we came up
real.
here. Yeah.
See, now I can see when Greg isn't recording.
Yes, and so can I. It's fantastic.
Speaking of which, can you make this track? It's not tracking. Yay. Okay. Woohoo.
Oops.
Oh my god. Okay.
Boys and their toys.
So, explain the story behind this rum taster that we've been building up for a lot of episodes.
Do we want a pre-drink, or are we just going to have this episode?
Just dive in.
Okay.
And then we can do a post drink. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is gonna be a rum forward episode.
There we go. You guys, you know that I talk to students all the time, and
nope, I've never heard that.
Yeah, exactly. The students at SCAD have me come up once a year.
Oh, cool.
For the last few years,
and for those that don't know, SCAD is
the
Savannah College of Art and Design.
There you go.
Saved by
Thank
Greg.
God he saved me there. I love you, Greg. He earned that, fixed that little source form any over and over again. Anyway, no, they always have me come up, and my wife loves Savannah, so she always goes with me.
It's a fun town. Yeah.
Every time we're driving up the road, we see this billboard for the Richland Rum Distillery, and I'm like, well, where the heck is it? And we always look it up, and it's like way the heck on the other side of the state from where we are. But there's a tasting room now in Brunswick, Georgia, and they actually have casks there that they distill in as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so we decided to go over and check this place out, knowing nothing about it other than the fact that we were on our way back from SCAD or Savannah, and Christina's like, you should go and check this out and see if there's fun things to take back to the boys. And so I never argue with my wife, especially when rum is involved.
Let's take it back to the boys.
So we went to this place and checked it out, and I got to tell you, it is if you're ever going by Brunswick, you should stop. Seriously, or make a trip up, because it's this cool little distillery tasting room that we got the whole story, the farm, and all of that. It is actually there's only 2 distilleries in the United States that grow their own sugarcane.
Oh,
and so the Richland farm is where they grow it all.
Okay.
And then when they juice it, they bring some of that to the distillery here in Brunswick and actually distill it, about 50 barrels worth there.
Huh.
So,
Very nice.
The spirit of Georgia.
Yeah, and you just get this really great story, and then they give you tastings. And
Also, did you say that they juice it?
I did say juice it.
When they
Do they juice corn? Is that
I don't
part of
know.
no, it's sugarcane.
It's sugarcane.
Sugarcane?
So
They put it through rollers and
Yeah.
squeeze everything out of it.
That's the right. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess juicing is right.
I don't know if that is the technical term, but it worked for me because
Okay.
that's what I would do with the sugarcane, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
It sounds better than squeeze the shit out of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going to interject here some little bits from the rumhowlerblog.com. We reference that a lot. And it's interesting. Apparently, Stephen Oakley, their marketing director for the distillery and PR manager, responded to his query and gave me the following information regarding the single estate Georgia rum. Is that one of them? The single estate?
Yeah, these are all single estates.
Okay.
They're just different versions of it.
Okay. He says, what you are enjoying through the 24 days of rum indeed are classic expression. Its label name is Single Estate Old Southern Georgia Rum Classic Reserve Single Barrel Select. We like to tell people that this rum is the one that all of our other aged expressions are based off of. The classic is always bottled as a single barrel, single batch, single estate rum, which means it never blended, and it's allow each barrel to impart its own unique characteristics into the rum's aroma and flavor profile, like all of our rums. The classic is made from sugar cane grown on our farm at Richmond Estate. Sugar cane is actually a native crop here in Georgia that had gone dormant for over a century before we revived the crop for making rum. We aged the classic in new American white oak barrels, char number 4, for upwards of 6 to 7 years. We have no time standard for aging. We allow the barrels to tell us when it is ready.
Ooh.
So that's really kind of some interesting kind of history behind this.
It's
fun.
seriously cool. And they were telling us that they were the only one for a long time, but now there's a second one that has started growing their own sugarcane. So
Interesting.
yeah. But like I said, and it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes off the highway, so it's super easy to get to.
It's probably Costco.
Richland Rum, the spirit of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's my pleasure to present to you America's Best Rum, Forbes magazine.
Yeah.
Thanks, Forbes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I go for my rum knowledge.
Exactly.
Forbes.
Forbes.
Well, it was great. The guy that gave the tour, he was the only one running the whole place, so he had to close the doors and put a sign up.
Wow.
And then he took us back in the back and showed us around the distillery and brought back out and gave us the tasting and let other people back in the store. And then he mixologed. I mean, he was like a mixologist back there too. He was like making coffee, rum drinks, and all kinds of crazy things.
I am looking at this, and I'm trying to figure out what do you think is the best one?
What's our order?
Yeah, do you have an order to go in?
The gentleman that he gave it to us said go from left to right on that card, but
That's
doesn't mean we have to.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
When I was reading it or looking at them and remembering my tasting of it, I'm pretty sure that's the tasting we
because
went
we have unaged, unfiltered to start with. Then we go with the Classic Reserve. Then the Classic Reserve Cask Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Then we do the Port Cask Exchange, and then the Imperial Stout Cask Exchange.
Sounds like a decent order to me.
It sounds. The only one I might switch is the Cask Strength 100 proof. Put that at the end.
Maybe.
The only one I was thinking about doing.
It is strong.
Yeah, everything else is 86. That's the only 100 one.
That's just the silver, right?
Yeah. Well, so the unaged, unfiltered
That's the
should be
unaged,
silver.
unfiltered. This is the clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. While you cork unscrew that,
These look like cute little perfume bottles, by the way.
They do.
yeah. Hopefully it tastes better than perfume.
And they came in a cute little plastic tube.
Yeah, that was Foley, by the way.
That was a really little cork thing.
So describe everybody. The tasting vessel today, we're doing shot glasses. Of course, we're not going to drink it as a shot, but we'll shot glass it. We've brought some water and a dump cup to rinse them in between each of these so that we can try and get as refined as possible.
Okay.
Pulling the
putting
cap
his-
back on.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good Foley of the cap off, so
Very
I'm going to
nice.
Foley the cap on. Damn it, I'm going to get some Foley out of this somehow.
Noise. Okay. So here we go.
This is perfectly clear.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
this
yeah.
this looks just like a clear bottle of perfume, and
It's got that medicine-y
Oh,
nose.
oh,
Yeah, it's
oh.
definitely a medicine-y nose.
this is one of those if somebody handed you this shot, you'd be like, "Is this tequila?" Like it almost has a hard tequila nose to it,
Yeah.
which I think is just
It
alcohol.
kinda has
which
that-
is
yeah, it kinda-
alcohol not aged.
It kind of has that you're about to get a vaccination and they took a little wet wipe and put it on your
Yeah.
arm and then you sniff the place where they rubbed and it smells like this. Of course, for me, it might just be
way
like
to sell it.
alcohol coming out of my pores, but
That's a rum.
I don't hate it. Actually, first sip,
For unaged and unfiltered, it's not bad.
Yeah,
But it's clearly unaged
Yeah.
and clearly unfiltered. Two things that apparently I really appreciate in rum: aging and filtering.
yes,
But
yes, aging and
this would-
filtering are definitely preferred. Yes.
I tell you, this would make solid mojito.
I could see that.
Not too burny. It burned in the stomach, not in the throat.
You know what?
The sugar and the mint in there muddled.
No. I would use this to infuse. This is a blank canvas by which you need to impart something to. I don't know if I would mix this. As Greg, what was that? Some apple?
No, that's a mango, fresh cut
You
mango.
put-
Oh,
So you're gonna infuse that? Okay,
infused
so
with mango.
37 seconds of infusion, and we're gonna see if
I'm going to take my Martin Aquatic stir and turn it to my Martin Aquatic muddler.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, that splashed.
Oh, that is fancy, actually. I hadn't seen those yet.
Yeah, actually, we mentioned this a lot on the
I
show.
know you do, and I hadn't seen it.
And,
I actually like that.
Josh actually reached out to us to thank us for the shout out. So now he's going to have to reach out again.
Josh, I need one
Martin
of those.
Aquatic, the bar tool sponsor for Rum and Nerdy. Because we have one bar tool and they gave it to us, so it counts. How does it muddle?
Not great. Not great.
Imagine that.
I don't.
Imagine that.
I'm going to chase it with a piece of pineapple.
Oh, there you go.
I have
That's
some
what I should have done. Right
I brought some coffee with me. I'm gonna do a coffee chaser. Look at that.
there. Okay.
You definitely should have tried the pineapple instead, I think.
Try the soup.
Oh, you're rinsing.
This is the rinse and dump out, I guess. Just don't forget later and try to drink that water.
Yeah, that's why I put it upside down on the towel. We also have to probably keep drinking out of our same cups.
Oh,
Or
well.
It's a good thing
glasses.
they all match. That's clever.
Yeah.
They're super cute. I like these.
Yeah, because you come to my house and expect that I wouldn't have drinking paraphernalia in sets.
yeah.
These are actually Sandy's
I'll keep
tequila
I'll keep these all in order. They look like tequila. They got the.
sugar skulls. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, which one are we doing next?
Next one, we're gonna do the classic reserve.
This is the base aged.
This one I actually enjoyed. I actually bought a bottle of it.
So it's
Yeah.
interesting. If you didn't catch it when we were reading that description, the fact that we're getting ready to try one, there's a reasonable possibility that even though you've tried it, this will not be exactly the same because they don't blend it, and every barrel is unique.
Man, such a disappointing cap.
I'm sorry.
I can fix it in post. We did that once with
You could just-
Sean, and it was just a constant barrage of boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could just sit here and go every time. I got to say, I was listening to a podcast from last week. man, the bottle you guys opened that you got for Christmas.
Oh,
Man, that
that
sucker
was a
popped. Holy
You
cow.
think the Cubans make good rum? You think the Cubans make good cigars? Their corking technology, it's fantastic.
You start with a cork.
Start with a cork,
Okay, here we go.
and you build
Nose.
a shadow government.
much lighter?
Immediately different.
Yeah, much better on the nose.
Very rich.
You getting all that classic tobacco leather.
Yeah.
What does it say nose-wise? On the you have a tasting chart. What does it say?
First aromas reveal caramel, vanilla, citrus, and espresso. Hey, look at that. Not tobacco at all.
I don't get that.
I get the vanilla.
Palate introduces a robust structure of almond, coconut, cherries, orange peel, and fig. Okay. The long finish builds on the palate and adds elements of dark chocolate, clove, oak, and a reminder of
Nutmeg?
licorice.
I love the tasting notes like that.
Yeah, I get the clove. The clove and the oak on the nose. It doesn't smell sweet to me at all.
No, I don't. Or the citrusy, I don't get. But I just had a chunk of pineapple, so
And mango.
whatever. No, I definitely get the dark chocolate now that I've had it. Maybe some walnut.
Get the dark chocolate, maybe walnut.
Are you
The
like,
walnut I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dark chocolate I don't necessarily get though.
And you know what? It may be like the chocolate, clove. The stronger flavors. I get leather and tobacco. This is a tough.
It's
rum.
a belt.
It's a belt.
Yeah.
This is a rum looking for a bar fight.
It's not bad. You know what? It is interesting because this one is definitely more of a traditional. It's not that post sweeten that you're going to get from like Captain Morgan or any of that stuff. This is just distilling and aging. Very very traditional. Very very classic.
Mm-hmm.
This drinks and the aftertaste very much like a whiskey or a bourbon.
Oh God, yeah.
So
actually, that's a really. Ooh.
So I got a bottle of this one, and it opens up really wonderfully with one cube, I think. And,
One cube to rule them all.
but the shot glass is not really cohesive to.
Ice right there.
Well, yeah. Well, I already downed mine because I liked it.
Is there a small piece of ice? I have just enough that I can
Yeah, a small piece of ice.
dip it.
There's an ice brick.
It's as big as the glass.
Just Titanic the rum.
Oh my God! His shot glass just hit the iceberg.
1 cube, dead ahead.
Exactly. Dunk.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. It opens it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
A trick I learned from Rum and Nerdy.
Which one of those is the discard bucket?
This one.
And what's the splash on the wood? The desktop is raw wood, which is it's fancy.
Actually, I'm gonna save my cube. Look at that. Burp.
I have more. We're not conserving ice cubes over here.
I heard there was an ice shortage. Okay. Scott, give me yours.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Gregorio.
Nice.
Okay.
He called me the Spanish version of my name.
Next up, you know what? I'm going to call an audible. We're going to do the Port Cask Exchange. Right. Port Cask Exchange.
The green label.
That series of words did not want my mouth to pronounce them correctly.
If I had $1.
He's trying so hard to Foley this cap.
These caps are just shit. I'm just gonna say, look,
I
the
will tell you.
little safety tab
Yep.
has not broken on any of them. It just comes
Exactly, I
off
see
with.
Well, I will tell you that the real bottles actually do have a cork. It's just these little tasters that come with the
Yeah.
But they're
twist
really,
off.
but they're really cute.
and they
really
fit.
cute.
They fit in that little tube so nicely.
Tubes. Everything today is tubes.
It's just
Hey,
tubes.
Joey, look at the fucking tubes.
Miss that freaking guy.
George Carlin, God bless your soul.
Oh my God, yes.
Very porty.
Port Cask Exchange.
Yeah, it definitely has the port.
Cherries, raspberries, and sweet red fruit aromas. The hell's
Does
that?
it have?
What's a red fruit?
Cherry.
Over toffee. Yeah. Let's see. Palette introduces honey, apricot, and creamy chocolate with warm espresso. Hints.
Definitely get the apricot. Almost like a honey, like a mead honey in it.
Hints behind cherries. Are they just adding random verbs to this description?
Bison grass.
I don't know. The finish is warm, sweet, somewhat spicy, and creamy.
I don't get the
Framed
spicy,
by
creamy.
blackberry and blueberry aromas.
But
Ooh.
yeah, I get the cherry and honey. Like,
Cherry, yeah.
but again, the honey's like honey mead, not just regular sweet
Yeah,
honey.
it's more like a mead, yeah.
It has a really interesting smooth. Like a really interesting smooth. Almost like Robitussin smooth.
What flavor Robitussin?
A little better than that, but
I mean, it tastes better. I'm just saying it has like almost like like coats your tongue. Like it has sort of that cough drop effect. I don't know what to describe it. I would.
yeah, it does coat.
It does coat.
definitely
Yeah.
coats, yes.
Next time I'm feeling ill, I think I will kill it with these.
There you go.
You did not like that one.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he finished it.
I thought you just dumped it.
No, there was a couple drips. I was about to turn it over, and I'm like, I'll do this.
Okay, I put my ice cube in it.
Oh, there you go.
What does that do? Does it open it up?
Yeah, a little bit. It mellows it out a little bit. So instead of all of those flavors kind of just coming at you all at once, it sort of spreads them out. It was nice.
He's recycling his ice cube.
I don't want to waste up a really good ice
I
cream.
love that.
Okay. Now let's move on to the Imperial Stout Cask Exchange. Okay, so
Stout.
So this doesn't. So I'm assuming that was a port cask that was used in the aging process. I don't see tech notes, only tasting notes. And then this one is done with a stout cask. Is that what's done here?
Generally, that's usually what that means.
Handcrafted bottle.
But in honor of the stout, I'm going to do an
This is
interjection
the
here.
port cask exchange.
Yeah, port.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. What did we just
I
have?
thought that's what that was. What was that one?
I thought we did do the port cask. What did we just do? Single estate rum. Oh, we just. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the stout. You handed me stout.
I handed you stout. Sorry.
Bollocks.
And here we are, like, I taste cherry, fruit.
Well, shit. Well,
I
hold on.
taste
I still did
Guinness
taste
and
cherry.
hate.
Hold on. Let's read stout and okay. Velvet tiramisu surrounded by aromas of hops, tobacco, and dark coffee.
Didn't get any of that.
I seriously did not get any of that.
Palate is complex and adds black walnut, raisins, dates, cashews, vanilla, and even hints of curry.
I didn't get any of that. Raisins, maybe.
The
The
dates,
long
maybe,
finish
'cause that's
has-
the coating.
The long finish has
me.
ginger, fine leather, peat, and creamy chocolate components.
It did not come across as peaty.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. Okay.
Weird.
It did
They
have
put the label on the wrong
It did have
bottle.
some Scotch elements to it. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so this is the single estate rum port. So this is port.
That's the one.
So we just had Imperial. This is port.
I'm going to venture a guess that this is
Tastes like cherry.
cherries, sugar plums, and dancing ballerinas. And While you're pouring this, I did, in honor of the stout, I do want to mention Saturday, this past Saturday night, kind of a last minute thing. Sandy and I went and joined Scott and his wife out in the city of Clermont, which is so different to me. I go out there so rarely, and since I used to live out there, it is just not even remotely the same place.
Exploded.
Yeah, it has. But we went to a nice Irish bar, like legitimate. Like they didn't have nachos; they had a Scotch egg.
Like St. Andrews, but Irish.
Grace O'Malley's is the name of it.
Yeah, they had live music. It was in the adjacent room, but it was the perfect volume where we could still have conversations and listen to live music. Loved that part of it. The menu, me personally, I got a Scotch egg with a HP sauce.
Oh, it was so good.
For my Brits. And then I got the shepherd's pie, which was fantastic. Legitimate shepherd's pie made with lamb and beef.
Made with real shepherd?
Yeah.
It's lamb and beef. It's amazing.
You got the bangers.
I got the bangers and mash.
Looked really good.
Oh, it was really good.
Sandy got the fish and chips.
So did Christina.
And Sandy gave me like a third of her fish and chips.
Yeah, it's legit.
So good. We got to go.
You definitely
Right
will.
now. And then I drank like a couple pints of Guinness. Yeah, this one tastes like, smells like.
This one smells much sweeter. I mean, cherries and raspberries.
Definitely cherries this time. Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
And the creaminess that we did not get. Didn't they say something about creamy?
This one was supposed to have fruit heavy on the nose. Palate introduces honey, apricot, and creamy chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, getting it.
Yeah, and the other one had raisins, vanilla. Okay, so I think we're getting them aligned correctly. Peat and tobacco in the imperial stout. Yeah, you know what?
Actually, I think I'm glad we did the other one first.
The imperial stout.
Yeah, I think I'm glad we did the imperial before this.
Really?
Yeah. I like this one.
Imperial stout's nice, but have you had the galactic stout?
No.
Or the rebel stout.
We don't talk about those people. Anyway,
tear the shit apart until you find that rum. Bring me the distiller. I want him alive.
By the way, I do have a topic.
Oh.
I have a topic, a nerd topic.
Okay.
So, what's
I
our?
don't like this one as much as the imperial.
That was a face.
I like the imperial stout.
You like the imperial better than this
better
one?
than
Really?
better than the. Yeah.
I think I like the port better.
See, I like
port. That first one.
I like
or the
I like
first
port,
stage one.
I like port. The imperial stout tasted almost scotchy to me.
Interesting.
Almost scotchy. It was like a
Which is good for you.
It is good for me.
Yeah, you like that.
I enjoy good scotch.
I know,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Greg
So
keeps,
your topic, Greg?
Greg
Sorry,
keeps
what?
trying to change the.
We're
No,
just
I was
talking
just
about rum. and
Well, I just
ignoring
stretch this
it.
out, make a whole episode out of it and stuff like. So apparently, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is catching a whole lot of shit right now, because they are feeling like this whole taking the Falcon and making Falcon the new Captain America because he's black, and because of that, it must be a DEI initiative, and how dare they ruin Marvel with DEI? And apparently,
At least Marvel's not crashing helicopters.
ouch.
Too soon?
Too soon.
But yeah, so I've seen a lot of this online. I'm like, hey, you guys are starting to sound like Star Wars fans.
Yeah, no kidding.
At the whining. Your post has. I actually put this on somebody's thing. Like, your post has I want to go to Tashi Station energy in it.
Tashi Station. Nice. Oh man. I'm done with people just not enjoying it just to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Everyone has to nitpick every single thing
Hey,
anymore.
don't read the YouTube comments. Your life will infinitely improve. Okay, so this is the last one. It is the Single Estate Classic Reserve 100 proof.
Yep.
This tastes like burning.
It didn't burn as much as I thought it would when I tasted it at the distillery.
This is the last one?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. So my biggest complaint about the Richland Rum lineup is they use a slightly different label in every piece of documentation I'm looking at to name what the rums are. Like, nothing perfectly aligns. Like, on the tasting sheet, this is the Classic Reserve Cask Strength. And here, it's Single Estate Rum Classic Reserve 100.
Right. Which is why I handed you the wrong bottle earlier, because I was trying to read all those words.
Single Estate Port Cask. Single Estate Imperial Stout. Yeah, okay.
I don't want to port anything overproofed or
See, okay, so here's one. So the
stout. I don't want to stout anything proofed or overrated. I don't.
So the unaged unfiltered is listed as Single Estate Rum Virgin Coastal Select.
Yeah.
Doesn't say unfiltered or unaged at all. It's like, pick a goddamn name.
The same guy
for
that
each
named
one of these.
Orlando Roads.
Yes, absolutely.
Or it's naming these
Single Estate Classic Reserva versus the Classic Reserva with the little 100 after it. Yeah, this is Jesus. This is like the Colonial Highway 50 of rum.
One of the really cool things that they did show us at the
Fucking
distillery
Apopka
up there
Vineland.
is, like I said, they actually do have the 50 barrels in that room, and then they bottle it right there in that same room.
And they have
So they have a distiller in that room, words
Distiller?
are hard.
Distiller?
Yeah, distiller.
Yeah.
In the corners, they've got two of them, and then
Get in the corner.
They have the barrels that are sitting there aging, but then in the back corner they actually have a whole bottling area
like the
where they
still.
have
Like the,
the still.
actual
Sorry,
still. Yeah.
sorry, I said distill. Distill is what I was thinking.
The still,
Anyway, they then have the bottling section in the back where they have all these labels on these big, huge spools, and
then
they
they have,
literally
one-
sit there and bottle it by hand at this.
with
at
an
the-
Alzheimer's
so,
patient
yeah,
applying
it's
the poorly
amazing.
named labels to the thing.
It's a cool place. It was fun.
Okay. 100 proof.
I think his face is the topper of the whole.
I need to go back in and remix the volume up on your channel.
All right, all right, all right.
I love how he rattles the bottle on the shot glass to
It
get
helps
somewhere
with the
for you.
foleiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've got one job and I'm doing it.
I can't get a cork, but I can get that glass clinking.
I've got one job on this ship.
Nobody unscrews like Garrick.
Giggity?
Wow.
I heard a joke today that reminded me completely of you.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm going to tell him on the radio, or on the radio,
On the radio?
on the episode. And
Video killed the podcast star?
Wow.
and I'm like, well, worst case, if it's absolutely terrible, you can just say, hey, okay, let's go back and cut that. But then everybody will know we cut it out, which will also be kind of funny.
Because then they have to come up to us and ask in person if they can hear
Okay.
the inappropriate joke.
Unless we cut it all the way back
Well, here goes.
God damn it.
to this whole long intro.
I'm just, you know what? I'm going to look it up because if my tongue gets tied, then you're going to make fun of me forever.
Words are hard.
They're
I'm
hard.
not going to like this, am I?
I don't think so. If he's got to look
Okay.
it up, this is.
According to recent study, being married is the fourth best thing that could happen to a man. The other three in order are being single, being widower, and being dead. That is for you.
No, that's
Wow.
appropriate. You forgot being divorced. It's really the fifth best thing that can happen.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go.
Wow.
For Garrick.
Accurate. Okay.
Here's the Garrick.
Hey, and the listener got to keep that.
Yeah, look at that. It smells strong but smooth.
I'm not actually. Ooh, there's a strong. Ooh.
Yeah, it comes after. It's very smooth, though. It does not burn.
Yeah, this is smooth.
It doesn't burn like some
Your
of them.
voice, you're like, yeah, it's really smooth. Sorry.
First aromas reveal caramel, vanilla, citrus, and espresso.
Second aromas.
Palate introduces a robust structure of almond, coconut, cherries, orange peel, and fig.
By the time you get to the
Who the
second,
fuck is writing these? The long finish builds on the palate and adds elements of dark chocolate, clove, oak. A reminder of licorice. I don't know, man.
I don't get licorice.
I definitely do not get licorice.
It says a reminder.
It has
a
that delayed
reminder.
burn, though.
It says
Is that weird?
reminder of licorice.
This has definitely got some belt in it, but I think it's a nylon belt.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if it's the fact that we tried all these other rums first. This is a really good tasting 100 proof rum.
It's still not OFTD.
It's no OFTD,
Well, come on.
but for
Nothing is
just
OFTD.
but just for an Come on, for a Georgian rum.
yeah,
Yeah, for a taster with a screw-off lid, yeah.
that's what I said. I'm like, all right, it's made in the U.S., grown in the U.S.
Made in the USA.
Well, that I'm not caring, but yeah, sure. But
Well, you don't have to pay tariffs.
definitely not as bad as I thought
any
it
of
was.
these rums. These are tariff.
oh, that's okay. The tariffs are all paid by the other countries.
This is tariff free.
I'm
Oh
in
my God.
danger.
Watching all those explanations this week has been hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
We're gonna die. Okay.
but at least we got rum. Oh, speaking of that, I have to tell you guys. So Christina and I were at, I don't even remember where we were, some restaurant somewhere, and I asked them.
Was it an Olive
I
Garden?
said, "Oh God, no."
Was it a...
I said, "So what rums do you have?" And they said, "Oh, we have Bacardi and we have Captain Morgan." And I went, "Okay, never mind. I'll have a cider or something else."
I've been warned about you.
And Christina looks at me and she goes, "God, Greg and Garrick have really made you a rum snob."
Accurate.
Mission
I said-
accomplished.
I said, "No, they've just taught me what good rum tastes like."
I went to, like, I don't know. Actually, it was when we were at SPM.
yeah.
Or one of the places I was like, "What's your rum?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we got Bacardi, we got Captain Morgan, and we got Sailor Jerry." And says, "Can I get a dirty martini?" And they looked at me for a second and says, "You know, dirty martinis aren't made with rum." And says, "I know."
Exactly.
That's my point.
Convenient because you don't have any.
Yeah, it's like,
Exactly.
yeah, if you had rum, I would have ordered something else.
Yeah.
What's your top shelf? Bacardi. No. I didn't say which is the shittiest one with the best marketing department.
Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think this concludes our
It definitely
rum
did.
tasting overall. I enjoyed it. I would like
I
to,
enjoyed it.
I would like to visit this distillery.
We should.
I like a good distillery tour.
We
and
should. I want to go actually over to Richland and visit the whole farm and see the whole production process and everything at some point. So
Do you think they have a dunder pit?
Ew.
I don't even want to go back there. This overall, solid rum, traditional rum. This is not a sweet, post-sweetened. This is not a grocery store commercial rum. This is traditional. This is about distillery. It's about the way they age it. Solid, across the board. Solid
it's about
offering.
doing it all.
And actually the Imperial Stout Cask Exchange rum, I guess. What they call it on here? Imperial Stout Cask Exchange. Yeah, I'd keep a bottle of that on the shelf. I really enjoyed that.
You did. Oh.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like that second one we did. That was my favorite. That's just
Oh,
why
the
I
Classic
bought it.
Reserve?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why I got a bottle of it in my house. But
Nice.
it actually goes really well with a nice little Coke. And
Nice.
yeah,
Coke.
yeah.
So, not to completely change topics, I found a new show,
Oh,
and I think the entire themed entertainment world needs to watch this show.
Ruh-roh.
It's called Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus.
oh,
Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay, so the premise of this show, it's an inside look at the inner workings of a video game company that's in development of it's a video game that's already out, so they're like working on expansion packs and things for this video game called Mythic Quest, which is basically like a World of Warcraft open world game. But it's a comedy. And you get to see the inner workings of a creative team where you have these engineers, the developers, the creative people, the business people all working together to create a guest experience, for the video game fan base.
Yeah.
And it is fucking hilarious.
Really?
To anybody that has ever worked in a creative studio or in the themed entertainment world where you have to interface between
Isn't that the guy from Always Sunny?
It is the guy from Always Sunny.
Oh, I love him. He's good.
And it's got what's his face from Community. Abed. Danny Prudy?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at names, so we'll go with that.
It's really freaking good. And it is funny. To us, it's funny on levels. Like I was watching with a friend of mine, not in the industry, and I'm laughing my ass off at something, and they're like, "What? Why is that funny?" I'm like, "Because that's something that literally happens to me every single day at work."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What? I thought he was just talking." Like, nope, you have no idea.
Yeah. That's
It
awesome.
is it's really good.
I'll
So
check it out.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
We're always looking for new shows because we've, been waiting for all
It's
that.
like-
Mythic Quest.
Getting in an argument with an art director over primary green
Oh, God.
because green is a secondary color.
Oh God, the people that they have in that show.
Not in my world.
They have. There's they have like the head writer, the creative director. One of the characters is trying to introduce a shovel, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I've invented a feature in the game where the characters can dig. So like you could dig a trench, you could manipulate the game map. This is revolutionary." And the creative director comes out, I was like, "What's this? What's the shovel's backstory?" And they start having that conversation, and it's
Wow.
it's freaking hilarious.
That does sound good.
Cannot recommend it enough.
I don't know. Check it out. Have you watched Silo?
No, I heard really good things about that though.
Dude, we just can't wait for the next episode every single time. It's so good.
I feel like we started to watch that. Maybe it's on the list. Just lean back when you chew, or he loses his shit.
Oh my god!
Well, I know he does.
Hey, you
I've
know
been
what?
in here
We
when- I've
got
been here when he's lost his shit
some
if he
hard
does.
these we got like some peanuts or some jawbreakers or something. Like, hey, you should
Well, did you
here,
notice? that-
put stuff your face full of this rock candy and
Did you
like
notice,
lean
though,
into the microphone.
I took it because he was offering, and it's the polite thing to do. But I looked at you before as I picked one up because I knew you were going to lose your shit if I did.
Oh
so
my god!
I just waited.
Sometimes we'll be recording and he'll be like mid story and just not even thinking about it. Just reach over, grab like a handful of Tic Tacs and just whoop, and be like, well, "You're in the middle of telling a story. What are you doing with that?"
He needed something.
Yeah, it's fine.
Needed a little something.
Whatever.
Yeah, you should.
At this point, I only do it because I like to watch him melt down over there as I
so
make
I
eye
highly
contact.
recommend.
I do. Pop a peanut.
Yeah.
I do highly
roasted
recommend you check out Silo.
I-
You need to give it the first couple episodes are like, I don't know how it's going to be, but then it gets really good.
What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck?
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
What
to
in the
him.
fuckity fuck?
I'll stop.
I love it. Oh my
Probably.
god, he barely got up for the
Fine, dude, I
microphone with
have
that crunch.
so
and
many
you just-
blunt. I have so many blunt objects over here. It's
You know the best part about this seat is between the two of you. It's just like watching a ping pong match
Oh
or
my
a
God.
tennis game. Wow.
yeah. What is that? A half a half drunken bottle of rum? Like no, this is Exhibit A from my murder trial.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad I brought you 5 of those to throw at him.
Rapid fire.
I've seen him throw. It's like Mahomes spiking the ball in the end zone.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Making
probably.
fun. Did you see that?
I did. That was comical.
So comical. Oh,
That
man.
was comical.
He even apologized for it.
Yes, he did.
So yesterday, and I forgot to post on the day and the day after the day, Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah.
It was Groundhog Day.
What? I never heard what happened. What did he see a shadow? Did he not?
Oh, this year? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to weather predictions from imaginary
Oh
rodents.
come on.
Hey, the rodent isn't imaginary. Just the science behind it.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever hear the interview with Harold Ramis where he alluded to and or gave away the answer as to how long Bill Murray was trapped in that loop?
No.
No.
Tell us.
So basically, I believe it was. It descends back to I can't remember if it was Buddhism. I think it was either Buddhism or Hinduism. It was one of the isms. 10,000 years is the
Really?
magical number when you get stuck into that
In the loop.
You get stuck into the There's a I can't remember the name of it, but Harold Ramis practiced that, and that's loosely what he based it on.
Wow.
So Groundhog Day
like
was
this
10,000 days.
10,000 years.
Years.
He was trapped for 10,000 years into
So-
that cycle.
3,650,000 days.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure.
Something like that.
Sounds like a good number.
Yeah, 10,000 years is the number, and it's funny because if you rewatch it and you think that, you can see the natural progression, and you can see the number of times that he's doing a thing, and even you think it's just a scene to scene cut, but you're like, oh no, that scene to scene cut where you think it's the next day, that's really like a week. And hey, that next scene cut where you think it's,
Right.
day to day, that's probably a year. And
He's
you
not
start
making those jumps on.
Yeah,
a
you
day.
start
He's
adding
making
it up,
them-
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Oh my god! No, I'd never heard that before.
Yeah,
that does change it quite a bit.
So there's your useless fact for the episode.
Well, you're always good for those.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about you.
I have a lot of facts. None of them will do you any good in life.
No. Except when I want to get somebody to look at me like, what?
Who was I was talking to yesterday or
How did you know
today?
that?
And I started. They said something or other. I was on the phone with somebody, and I started going out on other facts. Might have been Josh. I was talking to Josh yesterday. I don't know. I went off on something because he asked about something or other, and I explained it to him, and it's like I had no idea. I'm glad I asked. Another one of those examples where I can't remember anybody's name, but I remember these random ass fucking.
Good story, bro.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I have those all the time. How I can remember these crazy stories, but I can't remember the person who I just met with.
You always have good stories from
I try.
from your travels.
I used to have
and,
good stories, but now he's heard all of them, and he's tired of them.
Yeah. He is.
I love the fact that you said that like my opinion mattered.
Oh yes.
No, tell away. They're all good. I enjoy them. I'll make the next run to the bar.
Huh?
Scott,
There's a run to the bar?
are you doing anything fancy for the Super Bowl?
I am not, because my team's not in it, and and my wife hates football, so
The Super Bowl, that is an American holiday.
I know. And well,
You still do
I
your-
used to always watch it, even no matter who was in it, because the commercials were so good, and the commercials have just gotten so blah that I don't really care to watch.
I feel like last year there was a couple good ones, but in general, I agree with you. But
And then that halftime show is usually just so god awful, I can't take it.
I heard rumors there's going to be a diss track or
Although,
something this year.
I might watch this year because we have a bunch of our new lighting fixture out in it this year, so I'm really excited to maybe to tune in at least for the halftime show.
Do you have any fun halftime show tech insider things?
Well, I can tell you that the year that the power went out during the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I immediately stood up and said, "Not it." And everyone in my house looked around and went, "What the hell are you doing?" And then within seconds, my phone started ringing, and text message started going off. Oh my God, is that an ETC system? Is that an ETC system? And I'm like, well, yeah, but the whole power went out in the whole stadium.
Yeah.
We don't control all of that.
Yeah.
So, but I absolutely did. I literally stood up and went, "Not it." I wanted nothing to do with that.
Was not me.
No, wanted nothing to do with that.
so Sandy and I always want to do a Super Bowl party, but we also get really intense when we watch the team play.
Yeah.
So we don't want a lot of people here. Garrick usually, you usually come over,
I usually come over if the Chiefs are in it. I usually
Nice.
come over.
which
Well-
is most every year.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Fucking dynasty.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when Super Bowl 50, when the Broncos were in it, Christina was like, "All right, so you're going to have a party?" And I said, "No, I'm going to my basement. We'll have a big L spread, just you and me watching the game." And it was fantastic because then I didn't care. If they sucked and they lost and got blown out, who cares? Nobody's there except me. But when they win, then I looked around and went, "Damn it, why isn't anybody here?" So,
Well, we haven't talked about it, but I'm sure if you want to come watch it with us on Sunday, you're welcome
Yeah.
to. But we're not going to do anything
yeah,
like
no.
we're not going to do a spread or anything. We might make wings. We usually make wings.
Well, I'll talk to C. She'd love to come over and see Sandy, I'm sure.
Yeah, you need to remind her that it's like Sandy is, and this is Sandy's thing.
Oh, she knows.
Sandy's always the one. She's like,
No talking.
just don't let the wives think that they're coming over and that I'm going to go entertain them while the guys watch the football game because I'm watching the fucking football game.
Oh yeah, no.
Sandy's more interested than most of the people.
Christina would be like, "Oh yeah, I remember IAPA."
Oh
The
yeah,
IAPA kickoff party.
Oh, that was
because the
fun.
Chiefs were playing.
She
then,
was so
right?
mad at
she
me.
Was so there, she was so into it.
Was she mad at you because you invited like 100 people? Or
No, she was mad that the Chiefs lost.
Oh yeah,
Because
He wasn't
but
wearing his
the Pat-
jersey.
I wasn't wearing my jersey. That's exactly it.
but the Packers won, so it worked out well for me. Well, that day worked out well. The season worked out well for you. So shut up.
Yeah. Well, Sandy is very superstitious, and so my Travis Kelce jersey, I put it on for the game. Game ends, I take it off.
But you didn't.
That apparently I didn't. I thought I did.
No, you had a Chiefs outfit on, but it wasn't your Kelsey jersey.
Yeah.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Anyway, that's coming up. I'm not going to mention it on the air, but I've decided what I want to do for my birthday this year, and it's really just low key.
It's cool.
Super cool.
So
It's a
hopefully
really
you can
cool
join
idea.
us.
It sucks. I'm going to be in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But
But we finally got you in here to do
How
this.
crazy is this though? That I went an entire month. The entire month of January, I was in Orlando.
That's better than being in Wisconsin.
And I don't leave till the 16th. So, I mean, I've got like half of February even. So, a month
When was
and
the
a
last
half.
trip in December?
I flew home on, December 21st or 20th, I think, something like that, from
Oof.
California. So, I've been home for over
Yep. Are you
almost
going
2 months
to-
by the time I leave again.
You going to Inspire and Gala?
I am. I actually just booked all my travel. I already had the ticket for Inspire, but I booked all the travel because, as it turns out, I'm actually doing the kite conference for all the students at Cal Poly. They do a big conference every year now.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
And it's great. And they sold out. They've totally sold out for the year.
Really?
So they're looking for sponsors for lunches so that they can actually bring more people, let more people come, because that's what's holding them back.
Wow.
The school, Cal Poly, did this really cool thing for them that they didn't have to charge for tickets for the students as long as they didn't charge the students. The
cool.
school said, if
Yeah.
you don't charge for this event, you can have all the facilities for free. So-
That's super awesome.
Isn't that awesome? I thought Cal Poly really stepped up there.
I have news for you that week as well.
Okay.
I have us in for you and I to go to Grand Havana.
Oh.
You've never been, right?
I've never been.
We are going.
I've been Grand Havana adjacent.
We are going to go to Grand Havana that week, probably on Tuesday night, because it'll be Tuesday night or Saturday during the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Friday night.
These are all good nights.
But yeah. Do you know what this place is?
I have heard of it. I have never been to it.
It's a private member-only cigar club in Beverly Hills.
It's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, memberships
Yeah.
are not cheap.
I know how much you both
Our
have enjoyed
accountant just took over one of his friend's corporate memberships,
Oh no shit.
and I had a meeting with him about our taxes for this last year, and he's like, dude, next time you come out, you got to go to Grand Havana with me. And I'm like, done.
Yeah,
that. Check.
and
Sign me up.
And suddenly, all the money we pay you for doing our taxes kind of pays off.
There you go.
We need to talk about that after we record. Anyway, and speaking of which, we are about that time.
Can I mention my good day?
You
I was
should,
just going to
yes.
say, can you please tell me more about this fabulous day you had?
So my brother-in-law runs a like a supercar storage maintenance facility. Blah 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 blah. Bunch of fancy cars, and there was a car show out on the coast, out in Titusville.
Okay.
We're over here in Orlando, and one of his customers had 3 cars that he needed brought over to the show, and one of them was a DeLorean,
Yes.
and it was perfect DeLorean, 5-speed, gray interior, non-gas flap hood, like the perfect fucking DeLorean. And I'm like, oh man, I had my daughter that weekend, so I'm not going to do anything without her. He's like, it's fine, just bring her. She'll love it. I'm like, I bet you she would.
Yeah, she totally would.
So got a little booster seat.
Nice.
I had my daughter strapped into a DeLorean, and
She rode in the DeLorean?
she rode in the
Oh
DeLorean.
my God, I didn't hear that part.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's fantastic.
He got to drive it.
He
Yeah,
drove. I know
yes.
I heard you drove it,
Yeah,
but I
so
didn't know she rode with you.
I'm driving, she's riding with me, and she loved it because she's first time sitting in a front seat. but no airbags and proper booster seat. Blah, 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 blah. So surprisingly legal,
Totally safe and legal. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fucking amazing.
I bet.
Like this is a lifetime.
It's like a dream come true for you.
Absolutely.
That's
It's been
awesome,
since 1985 I've wanted to drive around in a DeLorean, and I finally got to do it. Anyway, driving back from the car show, cruising down just an awesome driving road, kind of completely by myself, like a mile in front, mile behind, just completely alone. Driving this DeLorean, daughter's sitting there having a good day. Fucking Huey Lewis in the News, The Power of Love comes on the radio, and I exploded in that car. It was it was so cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. So
That is really awesome.
yeah. So anyway, that was my really good day.
That's a fantastic
I'm still
day.
glowing about that day. That was a great fucking day.
That's like a dream come true for you.
And we got a Scotch egg.
And we did. We did.
I see your Scotch egg, and I raise you.
And it was a pretty darn decent one.
Yeah. So anyway.
Now you have to come up and check that place. Check out Grace O'Malley's with us.
Yeah, no,
it's fun. They do.
We should totally do that.
What do you say? They do. The two owners I know, and they're good. They're good friends, and they're wonderful.
The menu on the mains is like beef and stout pie, shepherd's pie, bangers and mash, corned beef and cabbage. It's like
I don't like food from the British Isles in general. Like
you know what? But I think you just have had knockoff shit versions of it.
I think
really?
if you that shepherd's
like
pie,
my mom's like off the boat English. Like I've had English food.
Yeah,
that's not Irish food though.
Irish food's worse.
Oh no.
As my Irish friend Eamon always used to say, he's like, oh yeah, just go get the oldest nag on the side of the hill and boil it for 12 hours. It's like,
no.
We did a big St. Paddy's Day celebration once at the office and laid out all this Irish food. And he's like, why in the fuck are you, this is the worst food ever. Like, oh, you mean it's prepared wrong? He's like, no, Irish food, it's awful. Like, I'm going to go get a curry. Like, this sucks.
Well, I was just going to say, so if they have great food, and I highly recommend it, and Greg will back me up, but Catty Corner from them is the best Indian restaurant guru in, as far as I'm concerned, in the state. It's
I'm gonna have to take Josh next time he's here. He is
they
huge.
They win the award every year too for Orlando, actually. So they're amazing. So you can just go and have some Indian food and then come drink with us.
Ooh, okay. Well,
but
I'll figure it out.
It's great. Love them.
And again, they had live music, but it was like the perfect where you could still have a conversation. The volume of it was,
good.
And the song list they play was freaking on point.
It was amazing with that group.
Do they have darts? Is there?
They do.
Darts in the thing? Like real darts?
Yeah, and then when we were there, because it was chillier outside, the weather wasn't as great. They had it inside, but they actually have a big stage outside that they usually have the entertainment on. So,
I know what the out song's going to be now.
But inside they have this nice. It's one big huge open space, but there's a half wall that stops the restaurant and the bar or separates them. Mm-hmm. And as I hadn't even thought about it, but Greg pointed out, he said, this is so cool. We can hear the music, but we can still talk in this voice. We didn't have to yell at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
that's so un-American.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. I had never been there when they had music inside. But yeah, it was great.
Cool.
Sandy even liked it.
She did.
Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap up. Anything you want to plug? Thanks for coming in. Anything?
No, I think everyone knows who I am and what we do. So just remember ETC for your next lighting needs.
Yeah. We still are looking for other sponsors. We need a Gobo sponsor. We need, what else do we need?
A lighting sponsor, but no.
We need
I forgot to tell you.
We need a video podcast system.
I think I have
sponsor.
one for you. I have to just ask him.
Oh.
I think I have it. No, a Gobo sponsor.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Splendid. Anyway, so yeah, is it next one? Because next one's going to be the Super Bowl review.
Yeah, next one's Super Bowl.
And then is it the one after that we're going to do Dear Rum and Nerdy?
Yeah, I think that's probably.
It's time to close that out.
Yeah, just kill it. Yeah.
Oh, I do have something to plug.
Oh, okay.
I have to tell Sean I'm coming for you because I think I've tied him now for doing the podcast.
It's like the Steve Martin,
So
the Bill Murray.
we're- not
of
only
Saturday
are we
Night Live
comp-
guests.
Not only are we competing for the best swag, which I'm winning at this moment, we're now competing for best or how many episodes you can be on.
I love it.
He was almost invited to be here tonight. Yeah. We're having lunch with him tomorrow.
Nice.
So
I'll tell him
we'll-
I said hi.
We will, absolutely. Cool. Well, moving on. Big thank you to our brother from another mother, Dave Martin.
DemoDavePro.com.
Don't forget to check him out for if you have post if you have any production needs, voiceover, intros, things like that.
Post or otherwise.
Yeah, post, pre, whatever. Shut up.
Anything. Just anything.
It's been a really long month today.
Today.
It was a Monday.
It
Anyway,
is.
thank you there. Don't forget to check us out on our website, rumandnerdy.com. That's rumandnerdy.com.
Social medias, we are at Rum and Nerdy, also A-N-D.
All the things. You can email us, show@rumandnerdy.com, or you can just go to rumandnerdy.com and there's a portal. We actually updated the website
Did you really?
last week, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And not a whole lot on the graphic layout, but the content. We really kind of filled that back in.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
something
much
to do.
better.
You did a really good job with the words in the.
Did you go check it out? Did you review?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much more kind of descriptive on who we are. When we did it, like we hadn't been doing it that long when the first build, so we didn't really know what the show was per se. We definitely got a better sense of it. So there was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Nice.
our website. That's all the things we plug, right? So did we check all the boxes?
Sounds like
So,
it.
sounded like it to me.
Cool. Well, and he plugged his stuff, so
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Why is Dad building a Delorean?
Hello, McFly. It's the car from Back to the Future.
It's not my fault we have nothing in common.
Sure we do. We both clearly like Back to the Future.
What's that?